dad used to, back when he was in the car business, I think like my dad brought him to the airport when he came and like did a sales training.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like way back in the 80s. So I got that from him. It's like, focus on one thing. And that's what I did in the car business. I was like, I'm tired of being broke. And like, you know, I dropped out of college, everything. And was like, I always knew that I wanted to like make money and like be successful. And then I got in the car business, and then I was listening to him at the time, and he's like, just put your all into it. And that's back when my ex was like,
never gonna make it in the car business.
You're making like less than $1 a day and and all that. But it's like, now look at me. I don't have the answer for you on like what I want to do. I know I want to be in the car business and I want to do that, but like all my heart and everything is like into me being the top salesperson.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Today in the studio, guys, we've got Mr. Gian Carlos over here, and we've got Check with Chad, my boy Chad Legnon. These guys are two superstars at a Toyota store here in Louisiana. What's the name of your store? Toyota of
Kenner. That's it.
These guys are number one salesmen, number one and number two. You guys battling out or what?
We are. Yeah.
We are battling. Actually, it makes us better. So
yeah.
It's like a awesome
No. I think like, you know, we're probably the most competitive, you know, there at the dealership.
It's always like a friendly competition. I think it's really important to do things like that. It keeps you motivated, keeps you going. What do you have to strive for next month or whatnot? Always making the best of you.
Well, automotive industry is extremely competitive.
Yeah.
That's all it is competition every day.
No, it is. You know, I'm very proud of this guy though, because he, man, I mean, he had no experience at all. So I mean, what was it? I mean, what the manager when at one point, what did he tell you again?
Yeah.
That's a good story, man.
Yeah. So he pretty much kind of told me, hey, I don't think you have what it takes. I think I want you to go to a used car lot and maybe get a little bit more training. And, you know, I was always, pretty sure of myself that I knew that I could definitely, you know, succeed in this business, but I just didn't know that, outcome of it. But stuck in there and just
how
progressed.
long have you been in the auto space?
Maybe 7 years. So a little bit about my background. Before I even entered the automotive business, I was actually in the tourism hospitality for 10 years. Okay. So I had a little bit of customer relations with that. So took that and just incorporated it with selling.
Okay. So you've always dealt with people.
Sure.
So when you first got started, you were having a hard time, obviously, from your story. And he was about to fire your ass or put you.
He definitely was.
What was the problem?
You proved him wrong, though.
I think it was just, it wasn't about, you know, having a relationship with the customer. It's just knowing product. It was so new to me.
Yeah.
You know, definitely feeling myself out of my comfort zone and go into something that I've never, you know, done before. It's just completely different, you know.
Like when you say product, the thing that comes to mind, is it like the brand, like Toyota as a brand?
Well, Toyota as a brand has always been in my family for many years. Like that's pretty much the brand that we stick. Not so much that, just so much product knowledge as far as like the vehicles itself. Yeah.
Okay. I've always been a believer, like you don't necessarily need to know the product. It's nice to know the product, but if you know the people, then you can know the product,
sure.
You know?
No, this is a people's business.
Yeah.
You know, this is what we do. You know, but I think that's what you know, your success came from, is that customer service. Like you always talk about.
For sure.
You know, like when you give that customer service to a client or customer, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, you know?
Well, you got to have customer service. You
Yeah.
You got to be really, really good with people. And I think you have to ask the right questions, most important.
For sure.
That's it. Yeah.
Like I was talking to, I did another podcast with a guy. He's the finance director at a Ford store the other day. And we were talking about the F&I presentation. Have either one of you guys ever stepped foot in the finance office before?
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
I feel like we could crush it still there too.
Finance, in my experience, finance is where all the money's at.
Yeah.
Aside from being the GM or the owner, you know. But if you're the finance manager, you get a crack at every single deal that comes to that store. You know, you get an opportunity to make money, and you're not out there hustling, grinding, and walking the lot.
Exactly.
But so you guys have both been in sales though at Toyota for how long? 7 years for you?
So 7 years for me, it's just been strictly Toyota. I haven't been into
at the same store?
At the same store.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What about you?
Yeah. I'm pushing about 6 years probably. at that store.
Okay.
And then I worked for Toyota out in Australia. I used to live out there. So I was there. And then before there, I worked for Kia.
So you've always done.
Yeah. I'm probably close to 10 years, or so now I've been in this business. But my father was in the business. So I've come from, a background of this. Yeah.
My dad was in the car business too.
Yeah. My dad was a beast, man. No one did it like, shout out Gian Gilbo, man.
Gene Gilbo?
Gene Gilbo, man. He's
what's
some guy.
Name?
That's the last name. Yeah, down south and Lafayette. That's where we're from.
He's a raising Cajun.
It's that's
you're a Louisiana.
I'm a Louisiana.
Your family? How long has your family been here?
I'm all my life. Yeah, I'm from here.
I mean, how many generations has your family been here?
True, man. What I guess. Yeah, I mean.
Do you
I'm
know?
from here.
Are your great grandparents from here?
Yeah, I mean, I've done a ancestry chart and all that. I'm Cajun. Cajun. We're Cajun. And we that has to do with French and Cajun and all that.
You don't speak French?
No. Comment ça va? Comment allez-vous?
You speak enough?
Just a little bit.
The basic Cajun language.
Yeah. But yeah, my dad was in the business, man, and he was a closer, and that was what. But these guys back in the day, man, they were different. They were animals. They were.
Auto industry is why there's so much the old auto industry from the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. That's why there's so much regulation now.
Yeah. And I think our industry gets a bad rep maybe because of that, from back in the day.
Yeah.
Because now I take that animal, that he was, but I treat it more into like you said, customer service. And respect the customer now, and I do things the right way. I don't have to lie, cheat, or steal to make a good living, bro.
No, you don't have to.
And that's in any industry.
So, what do you guys? So, this is one thing that I would think about. I mean, as a car, it's a long way away, but I think about factories are trying to go more and more factory direct. They're always going to need a salesman, right?
Yeah.
But I think more factories are pushing to sell more like the Tesla model. Where it's you don't have your independent dealership. And from my point of view, that's not necessarily a good thing for everybody involved because, the factories, what happens when the factories get in charge and the margins get smaller for everybody, because as a salesperson at a car dealership right now in sales, can you make six figures?
Oh yeah. You can make above six figures.
How much is a top car
Sky's
salesman?
The limit, baby.
Yeah. Give me
Sky's the limit.
The best guy you ever know.
It's whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it.
Okay,
that's facts.
Yeah.
Okay, could you make $1 million a year just selling cars
as a
salesman?
You could make $1 million. You could make $1 million selling cars, but here's the thing. And I'm kind of struggling with this myself here. I'm a high performer and I do very well, but I feel like you get plateaued, and from the top, they kind of control you almost. And that's
the owner of the store doesn't want the salesman to make
the owner. The owner doesn't want you, and the GM doesn't want you to make more than him. This is something that we deal with. Yeah. But then when opportunities for myself or opportunities for other top producers in the store might not be there because when someone is up there and doesn't want to. I'm making them money, so that's it's a tough business,
So have you been in a position where you're pissing off the GM because you're making too much?
Yeah. I mean, I think that happens always. I think that happens always. But if I was there and I was in those shoes, I would want to take that salesperson, that motivated salesperson, and make him make more money for me. And the store.
As a matter of fact, I'm just going to piggyback on that one. That's a reflection on him. So wouldn't you want all your sales team to be performing at their very top best?
Right.
That's an awesome story right there.
Yeah, it's good, but at the same time, I don't know that the salespeople should be making more than the GM in the store because he's second in line to ownership. Because it's all about risk, right? Like if you own the place and you got all the liability, all the risk, and you got this guy in here who you have in sales who's making more money than you are with all the risk that you hold, it's gonna make you go, I probably got to cut that dude's pay, or I've got to rechange things. You know, that's probably the owner's point of view. From the sales dude's point of view, you shouldn't have given me that pay plan then. Right. You know?
Yeah. But we deal with that all the time. I mean, we and that's what's nice about this. Like, I don't want to be given a GM role like that. I want to be able to go through all of these different roles and learn the process, and then eventually get there. And to take it small.
Is that what you want to do?
Steps.
You guys, what's your goal? And we'll go to you next. What's your goal?
I mean, man, I'd probably say I would love to own a dealership one day, man.
Like what kind of dealership?
I mean, a franchise, an automotive a new car franchise. But then again, though, like I could see myself maybe being like a car broker. I could see myself owning an independent lot on my own, maybe get into a different, different category, But I mean, that's what's so nice about this business is that there's so much out there, and being a salesperson, man, you can't take that away from us. I mean, like you can, like doctors, they do well and they save people and like, but they need a salesperson, to run their business, aspect. And that's what's so good about this, just knowing. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I want to do, to be honest.
How old are you?
28.
28?
28, yeah.
What about you?
I'm 38.
38? Okay.
38,
you know what you want to do?
I do.
All right, what do you want to do?
So before I even got into this business, my goal has always been to maybe open up a restaurant.
Oh,
like a fusion restaurant, yeah.
So
as he knows,
nothing to do with the automotive business.
Absolutely nothing to do with the automotive business. I just fell in love with this business, but I think he knows better than anybody. Culinary arts has been in my background for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think I've always wanted to just dive in there and do something different.
Why? Why do you want to do a restaurant?
All right. Well, the reason is when I was working at the hotel, I fell in love with culinary, with the food, the fine cuisines or whatnot. I just want to open up something that people have never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Gian Carlos, where are you from?
My parents, they're from Honduras, but I was born and raised here. Yeah.
Why are there a lot of Honduras people in Louisiana?
This is little Honduras.
Let me tell you a little something about that. Man. So it's crazy because New Orleans is area code is primarily 504, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Back in home, like Honduras, that's actually our area code too.
504.
So 504, and it's just a little something that people don't know about. So
like a little Honduras.
It's every state has their own little.
Yeah. But what's the draw? Like, why'd your parents come to Louisiana out of all the states?
Just my dad was actually studying in New York, and he fell in love with my mom back home. Brought her to the U.S. Okay. Then my grandma came, and so on and so on. Just wanted to get a better life for us out here.
You guys were in New York?
Yeah, no, my dad was.
Your dad was in New York.
Yeah, I wasn't even born here. Okay. Yeah, my mom was still in Honduras. Yeah.
You asked your dad why he came here?
I asked him, and he's like, I just wanted to, do something different. I don't want to be back home. I want to. There's opportunity definitely in America. So
yeah. I just always wondered why Louisiana specifically. It's an interesting state.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of states, and there's not one like Louisiana.
It's different.
That's what they call it, the Big Easy for.
Yeah, it's the Big Easy. That's for damn sure. Okay, so you want to get into the restaurant business.
Yeah.
So when are you going to do that? You're 38.
Yeah.
The clock's ticking, man.
Man, it is ticking. So we got to get a game plan for everything. I have something, working. A game plan. Everything takes time. Obviously, I'm getting old. I just got married. So, we're just we're trying to plan out something. And then we're going to see where it goes from there.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. When I own a dealership one day, I'm going to just have Gian Carlos,
catering the food.
No, I want to have a restaurant in the dealership, so we might be able to have something like that,
There's a dealership like that in Vegas. It's a Ford store. They got a diner in the Ford store. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some of these dealerships, man, they're massive,
Well, I think New Orleans has really great potential. And it probably has been, will be a great city again one day, but I just think the last few years have been very rough for the city overall.
Yeah.
Just outside looking
They can't get in control of the crime, man.
Yeah.
No, that's another thing, it's sad.
That's scary.
So at your guys' dealership, Have you guys ever had any issues with cars getting stolen or broken into before?
Man, it's funny you say that because
yes,
this has been happening more and more recently. We just got a $80,000 truck stolen.
When?
Like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, and then not only did he steal that, but he stole, 4 or 5 in the area too?
And then we also had a Corolla broken into.
Crazy.
Took all the car seats, took everything, completely wiped, and then went back for the rims. I'm like, wow, you got some balls.
The car seats?
He took the car seats.
How much do car seats go out of a Toyota? $400?
What, car seat?
Yeah.
I don't think we sell car seats, but
yeah.
I know. So what are you doing with that?
Yeah.
It would take maybe $2,500 for the whole. He took everything,
man,
front, back, passengers, everything.
But I feel like we have a lot of crime and stuff here because a lot of people just don't have like the 1%ers like us, man. Like they come from, everyone wants to get you before, they want to, it's sad, man, because they don't, we need to put some, mentors out here for these kids.
I think if you're going to stay in New Orleans, I believe in this. Like, I would be at this point in my life, I'd want to be very active in the community that I plan on staying in. If you guys are going to set up shop here and live in New Orleans, you guys got to get active in this community out here because it's terrible, dude. Like, there needs to be real leaders and like real people and like showing like people how to do shit the right way.
True.
There's just not, man.
I mean, that could be, something that when I own a dealership one day,
Yeah, if you own one here, man.
Build within the community,
So you guys have had a couple cars stolen off the lot, broken into.
Yeah, man.
That's why you need that GPS program, man.
You haven't got your car broken into while you've been out here?
3 times.
Wow.
I ain't had one gun pointed at me since I've been here.
Jesus.
Yeah,
wow. How was that experience?
It's like eye-opening. It's like, what the hell? Within the first 6 months of me living here, all this happened.
Jesus.
Wow.
My car got broken into 3 times, and I had one gun pointed at me in front of my house. Like, the gun pointed was driving around town.
Wow.
In front of my house in Lakeview, if you guys know what neighborhood that is.
Yeah, it's
a very nice neighborhood.
Yeah. Nice. It's
not a bad spot.
That's crazy. That's nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful for people who don't know. Lakeview is a very nice neighborhood. A lot of the times, it's like $500,000 to $1 million plus homes. Like, it's a nice neighborhood.
Right.
And one time, the first year I moved in here, we had 22 cars get their windows busted out on my street.
Jesus.
They're just like boom, 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 boom. Like, it's just crazy. And so then I learned that lesson: leave your doors unlocked, because with New Orleans, there's not a lot of driveway parking in New Orleans Parish. Yeah. And so, moral of the story is, if you live down here, don't leave anything in your car and leave your car unlocked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That happened to my wife in City Park. She was doing a photo shoot. She's a fine art photographer and broke in there. I'm like, well, that's your fault because you left your extra camera in there. So I was rushing. Don't ever rush.
Yeah, don't ever rush. Don't leave anything valuable in the car. Which is sad that you have to do that, but it's the world that we live in.
Yeah.
And then the other time I learned not to honk at people down here. In Vegas, you can honk all you want.
Yeah.
You honk at people, you flip them off. Say,
oh, no, you don't want to do that here.
It's just kind of like an aggressive, kind of screw you sort of driving. But down here, this dude cut me off. So I honked at him 3 times, and then he pulls up next to me. We're driving by, and he points a gun out the window.
Oh, are you serious? That's crazy.
And I was like, oh, shit. So I hit the gas and, took off,
Jesus.
It's New Orleans,
that's a little too much.
It's New Orleans, It's exactly the kind of people that you think are doing it to, It's the bad people. So.
Yeah. But, man, that's why we spend our days selling cars.
Yeah.
We don't see that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to get to the money, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this question. If you're a salesman at a car dealership, how much money should a salesman be making if they're in the top, 10% of car salesmen out there?
If they're in the top
10% of car salesmen out there, what's the range of money that a car salesman should be making?
I mean, like I said, the sky's the limit, man. But I mean, I think you need to be making at least $1,000 a day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal.
Is that how you calculate $1,000 a day? So $30,000 a month, or
I think we started off now in the business that you're able to make that. I mean, I think that's the goal. Let's make $1,000 a day.
Yeah. So $1,000 a day is great. And if you could over exceed that, set some limits to 1,500 and then work your way to 2, that's even better.
So we're talking take home $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
So why isn't everybody selling cars, man?
Well, I mean,
$1,000 a day. Shit, I'll do that.
Well,
yeah, but it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Man, this is you know, I have no life, man. I mean,
I was about to say that.
I mean, you know, I mean, it's what you put into it, but I mean, you know, I'm getting in there at 9 in the morning and I'm leaving at 9 at night, maybe even later. I mean,
12-hour days.
You know, yeah. I mean, I put in the work. You know,
have you ever thought about what that breaks down to hourly? When you're looking at your paycheck like that?
Man, it's funny you say that because when I first got in the car business, my ex-girlfriend, she told me, she's like, I was making no money. I mean, I was like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
There's something in the car business that there's a draw against your commissions. So you might get like let's say a $2,000-$3,000 draw, you know, but then you can wind up owing the dealer you know, money if you don't make those commissions, right?
Yeah.
It's a draw against commissions. So like I was making nothing, you know, I spent a whole month there, right? And then I think I got paid like my $2,000 salary, right? Because I didn't make any, I was selling cars making $100. Because if you don't, that's the other thing. Like you can make a lot of money in this business, but if you also are going to take, you know, losing deals and people don't know that, you know, like we lose money all the time in the car business, but you know, we get paid like $100 to sell a car. So like, anyways, back to
$1,000 a day.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, in New Orleans, you're not really doing that. You know, you might, I mean, the goal is kind of, I mean, in this market, one a day, you know, I really would like to say a lot more than that, but I mean, really one a day is kind of what you're doing here in New Orleans, you know? But back to my story, I was getting paid I got paid like $2,000 a month. And she looked at me one night and she's like, man, I mean, you know how many hours you put in and you made like nothing?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but now look at me now. I mean, I make a lot of money, you know? So, I mean, but, you know, you can't listen to people that, you know,
so you have a lot of money now. You don't have any time.
Yeah. But that's the whole thing though. Like I'm 28 and I love what I do. Number one. Okay. And when I go to the dealership every day and if I spend, you know, 12 hours there, or if I spend, you know, 15 hours, or, you know, sometimes I might go in there and only spend a little bit of time and, you know, I can leave, but I love what I do. So it doesn't bother me to be at work. It's like that adrenaline, that drug of like, what am I it's not even about making the money. I mean, it's like, how many am I going to sell today? Or like, it's an addiction, you know? And it's like, but I'm able to like have what I want now. I'm able to, you know, live a great life.
You're living the life that you want.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good.
That's the main most important thing.
No, I would like to, you know, overcome, you know, spending 12 hours a day at the dealership, you know, but I know that will come one day, you know, and that's the thing. Like when I move up to general manager or I wouldn't say sales manager or finance manager, cause they're there too. But like when you move up to a general manager, I mean, you could kind of, you know, I mean, you got everybody else.
How much money do you think a GM can make?
Oh, GMs can make big money.
We want to be specific for the people out there listening.
What do you think?
Man, I mean, in New Orleans?
No, just
or just in,
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, you know New Orleans.
Oh no, they got GMs making $1 million or more, you know, out there. I mean,
actually know one.
You know one who's making $1 million a year?
Oh yeah.
We know one.
Yeah. I mean, they can make $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the average GM is making?
The average GM?
Yeah. This is a ballpark guess. We're just guessing here because you guys aren't GMs. So
man, it's
are we doing annually? We're doing monthly?
Yeah, annual.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I consider myself above average, so I don't really know average, man.
This is a tough question, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we're looking at our annually. It's like, wow.
But you know, but you know, I can't give you that answer, man, because I don't believe in counting people's money. Yeah. You know, like
I'm not trying to count people's money.
No. I know that, but like, I just never have thought to like. Yeah. I've never have thought to been like, how much is he making? Like, I'm like, I want to be making more than him right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't know how much he makes.
Yeah, but like, I just don't.
You have to know how much he makes,
so,
right?
Just throw them a number. I would say what?
You go, Gian Carlos.
I'm going to say maybe 300,000 maybe annually. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is just me.
Well, it's all from what I know. From what I know, I mean, like I think a GM, I think it's like 10% is the number.
10%.
So I think
profits.
I don't know, but I think that might be like, so if the store makes,
3 million. Well, they're
not making 3 million. I mean, a store, we might, they may make like 500,000 for the store.
Yeah.
$1 million. Let's say they make 500,000 for the store, but then they have chargebacks and all that, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what the chargebacks are. So that's another thing. Like if you have a store that there's like, it's a big old store, but then you have like, you're going to have a lot more, what's that? Overhead, right?
Yeah.
So the key is really to have a great store, but low overhead, right? So that way you can have higher margins. But 500,000. So I mean, I think the goal. I think it's 10%. So it's 50,000 a month, maybe.
That's
right?
fair enough.
I would say that would be probably about average for you.
I think that's
I would say on the high end it'd be $1 million plus, and then on the low end it'd probably be 300 to 500. Somewhere around there. But
that's the.
I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are, because like in my brain, dude, I'm always like if he has a plan for his restaurant. If you don't have a plan for where you want to go, then you're never going to fucking get there because you have no idea where you're going. Yeah. And so for me, I'm not like comparing, or I'm just curious as to like what other people are doing to make sure that like I'm like exceeding my future goals.
Oh no, yeah,
no, like keep yourself in check.
It's expensive, dude. You got to make a lot of money to have a good life.
Yeah. No, I mean, because that's the thing. Like, dude, I've been making money now for a while now. I mean, let's say I've been making money for the last 10 years, but like, dude, it's never enough. It's just, at least that's not how I
think 100 grand a month is the new 10K a month.
Yeah.
Remember like 15 years ago, like when I was in high school, you're a couple years older than me. I remember $10,000 a month being the number everybody's talking about. Oh, dude, if I get 10 grand a month, I'm gonna be set,
No, and that's
10 grand a month ain't shit.
No, dude, it ain't shit.
When you take your taxes out,
that's the thing. Like,
you
get to the point when like you're like, especially for me coming from nothing really. I mean, like I've gotten up, but then it's like now I've like, all right, went ahead and like bought a $10,000 Rolex. Went and bought some property. Went and did this, that. Now it's like, all right, what's next? Now I gotta. So you're up, but then like you gotta
stay there.
You gotta keep going. So it takes,
because money comes and goes. So you got to do something with it.
You spend it on $10,000 Rolex.
Yeah.
And then
enjoy your life.
But then you feel like
enjoy your life.
But then you're like, all right, I always wanted that Rolex, so I went and bought it. But then it's like, all right, that don't really mean anything anymore. Mm-hmm. So now it's like I've learned that as well too, So like now, dude, I really could care less. Like I'm just in a black T-shirt now, like but with a Rolex on, But like I don't really care about. I don't really. I'm learning that now. It's not really like, it's nice to look good and all that, but like really I want to buy properties and invest my money,
There you go.
You think most car salesmen, or the average car salesman at your dealership, you think they're thinking about investing their money and getting out of the cycle, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
What's the average age of a salesman at your store?
Salesman?
Yeah, salesman.
At our store, they're pretty. We have more of a younger crew.
Yeah,
I feel like the managers do that on purpose.
Yeah, you got to get young, hungry, stupid guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't blame them at all for that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't making money at our store.
Yeah,
why is that? What's the reason why people aren't making money?
Because I'm, like me personally, I'm doing what they're not.
And
what are you doing?
Well, here's the thing. You, in order to make money and selling anything, you first have to wake up and believe it.
Right.
Believability in yourself. So when you wake up every morning, you have a goal and you say, what am I going to do? Am I just going to go waste time, or am I going to be the best that I can be to provide for my family, or do whatever it is that I need to do to not waste 8 hours or more at a store?
Right.
Because that's a lot of time. That's missed birthdays. That's missed concerts. I mean, you don't want to be at a dealership doing absolutely nothing.
Being at a car dealership in sales, any position at the dealership, you are sacrificing a shit ton of your time.
I know.
Yep.
And to be wasting it on anything other than trying to make money at the store is a waste of your time.
No, right. And I think that's why we're able to make, what we make, because when we think, first off, we have the opportunity to make that money, which is great, because not many industries, because I show up to work and everything's supplied for, right? It's just me.
Yeah.
Me there
the cars are on the lot.
The cars are on the lot. I got a computer. I got a phone, and that's about all I need. And I just need customers in front of my face, right?
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying is that we can make all this money, but no one sees what we're putting into it to get there. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day, and I go to the gym. I'm in the CrossFit. I go and do my CrossFit. I'm going four or five times a week, right? So I'm doing that. I'm coming back. I'm eating a great breakfast. Getting my day started. The other guy that's selling one car a month, he's not even up yet. Yeah. He's not eating breakfast, I don't think. So
breakfast,
they look at me funny for drinking Mountain Valley spring water. But I believe in that. Like, my health is my wealth.
Yep.
And I'm able to succeed because of my daily disciplines, right?
Yeah.
So what's the life in the day for you?
I wake up about 5:30.
You beat me, man.
Go downstairs. Well, I wake up sometime between 5 and 5:30. I go downstairs. I walk 1 to 2 miles on the treadmill.
Right.
And then I go back upstairs. I make breakfast. Or I might go out to breakfast because Willie Jean opens up at 7.
Yeah, Willie Jean's.
So I go to Willie Jean a lot. They have the best freaking biscuits at Willie Jean. Go to Willie Jean, make breakfast at home, and then I have a call with my assistant at 7:30,
nice.
8, and then after that, it's whatever I have filled for the day, and I do that till about 4 o'clock, and I do that like 7 days a week.
Right. But you see, that's why you're successful.
Yeah.
Doing
shit every single day. And it's hard once you get out of that rhythm. I travel a lot, and sometimes I don't like traveling because it breaks that rhythm of like repetitiveness that you stack up those little wins every day. Okay, I woke up on time. Okay, I went to the gym. Okay, I had breakfast. Okay, I did this. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you're just flowing, man.
And that's it, man. It's crazy because there's times when I might not sell. I might have 5 cars a month out for the month. By the 15th, but it's like the 15th. I don't know what it is, but the 15th of the month for me, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like that's when I kick it on, and then I'm like, and I kick it on for every day, but it's like,
yeah, that's when you're
I'm like, all right. And then now I got like 25 cars sold by the end of the month. It's like, but like you said, it's about every day, what you put into your day. And then, and that's in anything,
Yeah. So about you, you have kids or anything?
No kids.
No kids? You just got married at 38?
Yeah. Got married. It took a while to meet Mrs. Right, but finally got it.
That's good. You guys gonna have kids soon or what?
We will. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think that's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
We're here on this earth to find a companion and start a family.
Yeah. So one thing that I think is very, very important, especially for you, if you're going to go out to I consider you guys to be like entrepreneurs, like you're your own best friend or worst enemy at the dealership. So if you go into the restaurant business, you might be your own entrepreneur out on your own. Does your wife support you in that stuff?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
It's super, super important to have someone who supports you.
And literally I could say, talk a little bit about my wife. She's actually the best supporter ever.
Mm-hmm.
I look at other people that, they're going through stuff at work and whatnot. I'm like, I'm very lucky, very fortunate to have found somebody like that.
That's good. Because otherwise, if she don't love you and support you when you got no money, it's going to be real hard.
Well, that's another thing too, going into that, having money, no money. She saw me from when I was I think this is in the beginning when I had nothing.
Yeah.
And you were at my apartment. You're like, you need to do something. He actually motivated me to just keep going too. Like he's a good motivator for sure.
Yeah, that has a good mindset.
Yeah.
That's why,
I'm not perfect by any means.
You know?
I'm not perfect by any means, but I just feel like I think a little differently.
you have to think a little bit differently to be in sales, man,
sure.
because you just gotta be stupid and not hear. You can't understand no. What are you saying? Are you saying no? Like not right now, not today, not tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next quarter, next time you buy a car.
No, right.
Like there's no.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't believe in a be back. Can't believe in a be back.
No, no one's ever gonna be back. No one's ever gonna call you back.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put a tracker on them.
Yeah, put a tracker on them.
Yeah.
I think I've been doing what I've been doing for like 14, 15 years. And I think I've only ever had one person ever call me back, like out of the blue, like a year later. They said, "Hey, Travis, I've still been thinking about that. And I'm calling you today to let you know that we're ready to sign up." This is like a whole year later. And I was like, dude, you gotta be the only person who's ever done that to me my entire life. And, so in sales, no one's going to call you back.
Yeah, man. You can't be afraid to ask for the business,
Yeah. No, you
First impressions are everything. Yeah. They're judging you within the first 5 seconds. Do I even want to work with this guy?
Yeah, I mean, your appearance too. Yeah. Like, I get a haircut once a week, man. Like,
same.
Like people are like, and that's another thing, like back to what we were saying, like how I sell the most cars, how I make the most money. It's because of this is the life I'm living. I'm really living this life.
You're living car sales.
No, I'm living a healthy lifestyle. I'm living like my appearance means something to me. Like, I go and, I've always been, and that's the thing, like I've always been, and I think he could probably say the same thing. Like we've always probably been like, when you're a kid, like people bully you, like when you think like this, it's like, but now look at me now, like I'm gonna go to my class reunion and like people are gonna, be like, oh, that was the guy.
And you look good.
Yeah. Like I just ran into someone the other day I went to school with. And I'm like, man, this guy was like the jock at school and like had all the ladies, had all the, attention, had everything. But like, he's like fat now and like, working at like Best Buy. it's like, so
it's not always, being the number one in high school that means anything. Because looking back at my high school class, I think even our valedictorian of my high school class, I don't think that they've done anything that I've seen anyway.
Right.
So I mean, just because you're a loser in high school or whatever, you're out of shape in high school doesn't mean anything. Yeah. It's what you do after that.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this question about being number one, number two, depends on the month in sales here. What's your guys's? I'm gonna ask you specifically. Right. What's your process when a customer walks onto the lot? Like, what do you do? Walk us through. You get customer walks in, they pull up to the dealership.
So I inquire. I go up to them and I say, "What brings you to our dealership? Why are you here? Who are we shopping for? Is it for your wife, your son? Who is it?"
Yeah.
Immediately I want to engage in. Like if they weren't an LSU hat, I'm like, "Oh, you go to LSU." Want to start friendly.
Build rapport. You got to build rapport.
Because I don't want to just sound like an ordinary salesman. I want to make sure that I'm listening to their needs. Yeah. They're going to tell you exactly what they want. I'm looking for an SUV. I need to stay at a certain price. So we'll start going through there and just building, repeating everything that they're saying to make sure you're listening.
What do you say to somebody who's like, "Hey man, this is my first stop today. I'm not sure what car I'm going to be buying, but I'm going to go check, I got 2 other stops. I want to go to this Toyota store and the one down the street." What do you say to somebody like that?
I understand that this is your first stop, but let's just say that my dealership was the last dealership that you visited. What would be the deciding factor of you buying the vehicle, regardless of whatever the dealership gave you, or who's going to give you the best deal up front? Which one would it be?
Whoever gives you the best deal.
Boom.
Right?
So. The best deal is going to say, "All right, well, follow me inside. Let's do it." Simple.
Get to the table.
Because at the end of the day, these people are looking for a great deal. I had a customer's like, they wanted to go to 5 other dealerships. I'm like, why? How valuable is your time? It's valuable, is it? Okay, so why would you want to go to 5 other dealerships?
Yeah.
Let's just do the deal right here.
Yeah. Right.
And it's unnecessary. If I have the same vehicle and they have the same vehicle and you already found it and you love it, let's work with me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, see, that's the thing right there. Yeah. Like, because I deal with a lot of people. I've trained last year in my company. We trained about 200 salespeople last year. And the number one thing that I saw across all the salespeople that we talked to is no one knew what to say when somebody gives them an objection. Most people are just like,
they get stuck.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what to do. And I can tell like you've at least trained or thought about it, or you've encountered that situation a number of times where you know exactly what to say.
So I think what I did too, I actually put myself in their perspective. My day, I definitely don't want to go to a dealership and spend 3-4 hours with a salesperson. That's annoying.
Yeah, nobody wants to do
that. If I
that.
found the vehicle that I want and it's here and right here at this lot, let's do the deal. I don't have to go to 4 other dealerships. What makes you different for me to want to buy from you as opposed to the one down the road? What is it?
Right.
What is it that you're going to sell me on that makes me want to buy from you?
You have to sell yourself.
Yeah. And I'm pretty good at that. So he is too. So
yeah.
I mean, that's a big part into this, and saying the right things too. Like, sometimes you don't have to like you don't have to talk too much. Like, a customer will tell you what they're looking for, and like, you just got to be a good listener. I learned that early on. Like, I was very, very stubborn. Sometimes I still, I talk a lot and stuff too, but like, being a good listener, like, that means
for sure.
That means a lot.
Well, that's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you listen twice as much as you talk.
You're right.
That is true.
I've never been a really big talker. I've always been a really good listener.
Really?
Yeah. I've always liked to listen more than I talk because I feel like I don't know anything. So I've always just asked a lot of questions like, why are you doing that? Why? Why that? Why that?
Yeah. I've always talked a lot, but
same.
I've always talked a lot, and I'm not afraid to say that because I mean, that's what I do for a living. I mean, I do sell cars, so I mean, you got to talk about shit, and
so
overcome.
So, I mean, other than people walking into your dealership, what methods are you guys using to get customers to buy from you? And referrals, we're not going to count referrals, or maybe we can. Let's just give me your top 2 or 3 ways that you guys are generating leads for yourself without people just walking into your dealership.
You want to go first, or
go ahead?
You got an answer.
No, that's cool. All right, yeah. So what I typically do after I sell a vehicle, I feel like the sale's not over. I actually engage with my customer in a friendly photo op or a live video of their expressions, their laughter, their enjoyment at the dealership. I get them off guard. It's like, you don't mind if I do a 5-second video on you? It's like, no. I'm like, perfect. Sounds like you want to do it. So we engage we start laughing. It's like, man, this is an experience. And then they'll give me a referral. They're like, go see this guy. Yeah. He's a friendly guy, whatnot. And then Facebook Market too is a big thing that people just miss out on that. It's
what are you doing on Facebook Marketplace?
I upload all the inventory that's there.
Oh, just like your personal account.
Yes.
That's smart, man. All the top sales guys are doing that.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not?
But he's still good, though. He's still good, though.
You could be selling twice as many cars.
I know, man. I know.
Okay, so you're doing videos with customers once they buy. So you're looking for referrals.
Yes.
That's the main. So that's your main.
Yeah.
Other than people coming to the store, that's the main way you get business.
Yes.
Is through referrals.
Yeah.
How about you? What's the main way you get business without people just coming to your doorstep?
Man, you gotta. I mean, now I'm fortunate because I've been there a while, so like I get a lot of referrals.
Okay, so
referrals are my thing.
Yeah,
and I kind of am, like I said, like back to like what we were saying, like how like they, like I don't know, I feel like I'm doing enough, like I know I could be doing more, but like I don't really want to go in the front and like up customers and stuff anymore. Like I'm all about like getting on the phones, calling my referrals, getting customers from service.
So when you walk into the dealership after you say good morning to everybody, like, and you're sitting at your desk and you're working, like, what's your process? Walk us through it.
I mean, I have a planner, and I have all my I have a CRM system as well too. So I'm getting in there, digging in, I'm calling people for their birthday. Like, hey man, like, hey, it's Chad, man, at Toyota. Like, happy birthday to you, man. Just be genuine, with people. And I mean, people remember that kind of stuff, so I'm calling those customers. I'm calling, I'm calling people that I've had, yesterday that might not have worked out. Figuring out how I can go ahead and like make this deal, So I think that's what makes me different from everyone else too, is like taking the time to like do that, because a lot of people that are selling like 1-2 cars a month or, whatever, they're not doing this, they're not calling for their birthday and they're looking at that and they're skipping it, you know, or they're just clicking it. You know, it's like I'm actually calling them, wishing the man happy birthday.
All right. So for the people who are listening, right?
Yeah.
You're doing your process. How many cars you sell last month?
Last month I sold what, 15 cars?
15 cars.
Yeah, 15.
What do you have this month?
About 12, 13 cars.
So you're gonna have a better month. Well, it's almost the end of the month though. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think the new number for us, and I think he could probably agree, is like 15 cars a month right now at our store is a lot. I mean, Toyota is we work for Toyota, and Toyota is hurting us with inventory.
Yes.
So we're kind of dealing with that. But I mean, before all this COVID and all this tariffs and all this, we were selling 30 cars a month.
If you're listening to Toyota, we need some inventory.
Yeah, we need inventory. Yeah.
Okay, so I talked to this one owner of a car dealership. He owns like 5 locations, okay, in Idaho. I mentioned to you guys. And he said this to me, and I thought it was very interesting. He said, I was like, you know, given the current state of the auto industry and rising interest rates and World War III, you know, knocking at the door, like, you know, what are you doing to, you know, stay competitive in the marketplace? You know, how are you keeping, you know, things going in the right direction? And he just said, he's like, I refuse to participate ever in any sort of recession whatsoever. He's like, I refuse to participate in one. He's like, everybody else can have a bad month, bad year. He's like, not me, not my store. We're not going to do that. And so my question for you guys is, if you don't have the inventory at your store, is there anything that you can do to still sell cars even though you don't have the inventory at your store?
Well, yeah.
Get creative with me. What would you do? What should you be doing?
So if you don't have, say that question one more time.
You don't have the inventory at your store, but how could you still sell, you know, more cars, even if you don't have the inventory?
Well, we're fortunate to have used cars. So I think our team, you know, gives us more.
No, but you personally, what can you do? You know, if your dealership lot has, you know, 10 cars in the lot because inventory. Remember COVID? There's like 10 cars in the damn lot.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to answer this question.
Yeah. So to get a customer back in the store to want to buy something.
Yeah, but you have the inventory.
Yeah. So what I do is in our CRM, I go back 2 or 3 years and I reach out to those customers and say, hey, just, I don't know if you remember me, which they usually do. It's like, yeah, you're the guy that took the video with us.
Yeah.
So what's the call about? I said, well, I just wanted to let you know that I have some used car sales going on right now. If you're maybe your son or your daughter, somebody's looking for something.
Yeah.
Somebody is always going to be looking for a vehicle.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody? And if so, send them my way. And that's how I would generate something like that.
Okay.
You know?
But I think he's asking like,
I'm asking like, if you don't have cars on your lot to sell, is there anything that you can do?
Make more money. and that's, but what I mean by that is, and that's what we're dealing with right now. Like it's not so much about like
from other dealers,
because
other
money
dealers
is the goal. Yeah. But here's the thing though. The goal for us is to make as much money as we can. Right.
Yeah.
Because we're salesmen. That's what we care about. So what you're asking is probably from a GM's perspective or whatever, it would be a different story.
Well, you tell me you don't got inventory. So that's my question.
But we're making more money though. So it's actually a good thing because when supply and demand, right? So like, since we don't have the supply, I'm selling 15 cars, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because every deal, we're making money. So
makes it worth it. Yeah.
Right now, like buying a car is, you know, probably not, it's like buying a house right now. I mean, it's the same thing. It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So that's what my answer is. It's like, we're
making more.
We're making more money and based on the low supply that we have.
But how do you maintain the volume and with the luxury of the profit margins being higher right now?
Right. No, exactly. But if I'm making more money and if
I'm making more money on the clients that I have, I just want to get more clients now that I can continue to make more money on.
No, right. But then we can't get the cars though.
And that's my question.
That's it.
Roundabout thing. I was like, if you don't have the inventory, is there a way? Just yes or no. Is there a way?
Well, not new cars. We don't have any control over new cars.
Could you sell off another dealer's lot and be like, hey man, I got a customer.
Yeah.
No, we can only sell used cars.
You can't buy cars from another dealership. Hey man, I got a customer.
I mean, but our Toyota problem is also their Toyota problem. So So it doesn't.
It's a everybody's individual. Everybody has franchises. Yeah. So so like our Toyota car, I mean, like I only got like 15 cars on the lot right now. Before COVID and all, really, I mean, I hate to blame everything on COVID, but I mean, like before COVID, I mean, I had like 20 Highlanders to choose from and any different color you want. But right now I got like maybe one, but then I'm making a lot more money on that one.
There's only one.
Yeah, there's only one.
I'm not going to sell to you for cheap, man.
So but I mean, I really don't have the answer to that question because I don't see that side of the business. And but I mean, we could sell used cars, but then no one wants to buy used cars because the price is high as shit. Yeah. Because supply and demand.
If you have
a
used car right now, for everybody listening, you might want to check with Chad
and come get a new car and let me make money too.
He might buy your car for you for top dollar right now.
No, yeah, but it's not even about. I mean, that's the thing. Like supply and demand. Right? Like I'm gonna give you and that's true though. Like used cars right now, come check with me, man, because like the used cars. I mean, I could give you a lot more money for your car right now, and then you're going to buy my car, and I'm going to make money, but you're going to win too because you're getting a new car, and you're getting a lot more money for your used car. Yeah. You know, so it's like, it's a win-win scenario, right?
So how about this? Whoever you guys can answer this. Because one thing that I thought about from COVID, because everybody was paying more, over sticker price in COVID days. Right? So the people who are kind of coming up on their trade cycle right now, it's like, we're about 4 years ago. So people are starting to trade out of their cars, right?
Yeah.
3 to 5 years is when people start to trade out. Probably. Sure. So are you seeing more customers with, high negative equity, like really deep upside down in their cars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely the case. Yeah. And we're seeing that for sure. Yeah.
So are you guys doing anything to
help?
But
the used car market has actually,
the used car market has it's fluctuating, right? It's going back and forth, really since COVID. Yeah. But I mean, really to get out of that, I mean, like, we're still making these. We're a little different than everyone else out there because Toyotas hold their value very well. Yeah. So when these people were paying $5,000 more for a car during COVID on a Toyota, it's still worth. It might be a little less, but when you were paying $5,000 more for a Kia, you're in a bad position. You're in a bad position. And that's the thing. Like being cheap isn't always the right answer.
No, you're going to be the cheapest.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like these Kias, they make a great looking car and all that, but it's a piece of shit. I mean, there's no comparison to Toyota. I mean, we had this conversation I think the other day. Like you've never even considered.
I've never considered Toyota as an option.
Man,
really?
Toyota?
Not a single time. Because okay, think back to high school, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for me in high school, my dream car was not a Toyota.
What was your dream car?
I don't know if I had one.
Man, you need to come to Central America.
This would be
You need to come to Central America.
This would be like the only time I'm ever gonna spend a shit ton of money on a car, in my opinion, would be if I bought like a Lambo or a Ferrari or something like that. Yeah, but it's just like cars are not my passion to have. Yeah. Like I just want a nice truck. And I wanted a motorcycle.
Right,
that's what I got. And so I got an F-250. I had a lifted diesel.
Never owned a truck.
Never owned a truck?
No.
Okay, well, I was a truck guy.
I just bought my first SUV. Yeah. And this just feels different.
No, yeah.
I was always in smaller cars.
SUVs are really good.
But man, Toyota, I mean, it's no. I mean, we're very fortunate to work for Toyota because Toyota, I mean, reliability, resale value, longevity. I mean, they make a great product. Yeah. I mean, it's like the Japanese, right? I mean, they're just. I feel like everything they build or make is just, that's in anything. I think they just know what they're doing.
Yeah. I have some friends who would totally agree with you. Like he's all, he hates Toyota,
but that's, that's
FJ Cruisers. He was really big.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That car actually appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the only cars. Right? Yeah. They don't make them, but that's one of the only cars that has literally is worth more than what you bought it for, I mean, people are getting 15, 20 grand for those cars with 100,000 miles on it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I don't know. For me, I was always into the German cars too. Yeah. I guess my first car that I bought was a Mercedes, Yeah. I bought a Mercedes and then I bought another truck and then I bought another Mercedes and now 2 Audis. I've always done trucks or foreign cars, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the foreign cars are nice, man. Yeah. For sure.
This is luxury. I don't think Toyota and think luxury.
Yeah, I mean, we got some cool stuff though. I mean, you know, like the TRD Pro. I mean, that's sporty and luxury at the same time. I mean, they do a good job with that. It's like a AMG Mercedes or something, like that.
You're gonna compare that to the Mercedes? I'll have to look into it if it looks that nice.
Well, as far as what you're getting for it,
yeah.
you know,
What about
you're
Lexus? You got some Lexus at your stores?
No, we don't even have a Lexus store.
Yeah. No, we just
you guys have a luxury brand.
Yeah. Toyota makes Lexus.
Yeah.
Honda, Acura, and
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know
Those
that.
of you don't know,
for all y'all.
Lexus is made by Toyota.
It's the same thing.
Come see us. I think it's Toyota.
Save money, buy a Toyota. Don't get the Lexus, right?
It's Toyota for Toyota and Lexus, right? A Honda, Acura, Nissan, and Infiniti. I mean, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
The Japanese make a good car, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make good sushi, dude.
They do.
So being in the car business, working all these hours at this dealership, you're going to go off, to maybe do a GM thing, maybe go do your own thing, and you're going to go do the restaurant deal. I guess, where am I going with this question? I guess one of the questions that I have for both of you guys is, because he just got married, so he's probably thinking more about his time.
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time in a dealership in sales. Like you said, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, probably at least 60 hours a week you work. What do you think?
Dude, yeah.
It could be more than that.
You don't want to count.
But here's the thing, though. I don't count my hours because, I'll go in there and
you should count your hours because your time is your most valuable resource. I don't know if you know that.
No, no, you're right. But where I'm at now, the Uncle G, man, Grant Cardone, Uncle G, man, Uncle G. He helped me a lot back 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago, man. I was like, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And that's kind of why I don't know quite what I want to do yet, because he told me from what I learned from him.
Did you meet him in person?
No, I never met him in person, but I've always watched him, long time. I mean, for a long time, because he's from Louisiana.
Is he?
I know.
I didn't know that.
He's from Louisiana, and he was in the car business. I mean, my dad used to back when he was in the car business. I think my dad brought him to the airport when he came and did a sales training.
Wow.
Way back in the 80s or whatever, So, but anyways, I got that from him. It's focus on one thing, try and put everything and focus on one thing. And that's what I did in the car business. I was I'm tired of being broke. And I was I dropped out of college, everything. And was I always knew that I wanted to make money and be successful. And then I got in the car business. And then I was listening to him at the time, and he's just put your all into it. And that's back when my ex was count my hours. You're making less than $1 a day and all that. But it's now look at me. And I don't have the answer for you on what I want to do. I know I want to be in the car business and I want to do that, but all my heart and everything is into me being the top salesperson right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing that, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it. And
so this is one other thing too that I would tell you to think about is, I don't know how to phrase this, but I just kind of think of it as you're maximizing the opportunity, or you're opportunity maximizing. Basically, you put 80 hours a week into a dealership, right? Are you putting your time into the right dealership to get the most out of your long-term goals? You know what I'm saying? Are you putting your hours in the right place? Because everybody Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the owner of the dealership, the owner of, I don't know anything.
That's a good question.
Where are they spending their time at to get the maximum amount return on their time? Return on your ROT, return on time.
And that's a great point. And because I'm so focused in and driven on being the top salesperson and making the most money, which I'm doing, but
you got to think a little bit beyond that.
No, and you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, but it's but I'm making more money, and then
but in order to make that money, you always have to show up to the dealership. 60, 78 hours a week.
You're right.
And which is totally fun. Totally fun. And I'm not saying that you can't, but maybe your eyes should open. If I'm going to spend 80 hours a week at a dealership, I want to be the freaking GM.
No, yeah.
So I've been the salesman of, this dealership number one for so long. Where is the next opportunity for me to grow in the dealership world? Because everybody's at the dealership for the same amount of time. So are you sitting in the right chair, the right office to be maximizing that 80, 90 hours a week that you're making?
No, yeah. And that's a great question. And that's something that we deal with.
all the sales guys out there should be thinking about that. But you know, here's the thing: not everybody thinks like that, and that's something for me. Like I've always thought, like kind of like that train of mind, you know. And not everybody thinks like that. Not everybody wants those same things, which is totally fine, because like somebody's got to sell the damn cars. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like somebody's got to do it.
I feel like I'm the like, you know, what is it? The thoroughbred, like
you just a workhorse.
I'm that thoroughbred that's like got my blinders on and I'm just like winning every race, you know. But then eventually I'm gonna like have a heart attack on the car lot one day.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right though, man. I mean, that's something that we need to think about, you know, and like, you know, time, you know.
Time, bro. Time's everything.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
But I'm living this, you know. So it's like, this is what I'm dealing with right now, you know. So, but yeah, that's why like, yeah, we need to start putting a plan together for that.
Well, he knows that 38. So think about time more often.
Time, yeah. And I felt like at my last job, I lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
I would say, because I was spending those kind of hours over there at the hotel too.
Yeah.
Banquets.
That's why I'm drinking all this water, man.
And it was it's crazy hours, but not getting rewarded for it. Yeah. So now I'm putting crazy hours here, but I don't seem to mind it because I look back and reflect on my past life. I'm like, well, do you want to be here or do you want to be? I'd rather be here. Yeah. A little bit more local.
Yeah. It's funny. One of the guys who works with me, he was in the hotel industry too.
Yeah.
Hospitality. He was like, you know, managing hotels, all sort of stuff. And he worked just as much as a freaking car dealership does. But the thing that was for him was like, you know, he was making good money in the hotel business and now he's starting to do better here. You know, he's still it's only been about 9 months since he's been working for me. And so the money isn't quite there yet, but he has the freedom. And that's another thing too. Like I would, you know, ask people in sales to always, you know, check yourself on it. Because if your time is the most valuable resource, which I believe it is, then, you know, your freedom is really, really important.
Exactly.
And I gave up my time for a paycheck for a very long time. And I was making great money, but I had no free time and I had no freedom. And I went from making multiple six figures a year down to zero. And I could never go back to some place where I'm giving away all my freedom.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're a winner though. So I mean, you're winning now.
Yeah. You know, just going with that question you just said, definitely spending time with your loved ones, vacationing, doing things like that, gives you, you know, something of a purpose. Am I just here just to work and make money? That's great and all, but what are you going to do with it?
Exactly.
You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, you don't have time to enjoy the money that you're making. What the hell's That's my philosophy.
No. Yeah, and you're 100% right. And I try to give myself more time, and that's kind of why I'm now selling, you know, maybe a fewer cars, you know, but I still am doing well, but like, no, you're right.
And freedom. Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah. And that's the goal. I mean, I want to wake up one day and say, I want to go to Europe for the day. And like, I'm able to do that, you know, like that is definitely the goal, you know? Yeah. No, I know, but you know, like I just get on a plane and go, you know, I mean, like financial freedom, right?
Well, it sounds like you have financial freedom. You don't have time freedom.
Yeah. True.
Right.
But you know what?
If you're making really good money, then you have the money to spend, but you don't have the time to spend it.
No, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
So,
but you know, I mean, this is what life is all about, is figuring out how we, you know.
Yeah. Well, listen to this guy. I always ask people, you know, who are older than me, shit that I'm 33, you're 35. You're not that much older than me. Well, you know, every year counts, man. Like I look back at like the 25-year-old me, the 23-year-old me, the 18-year-old me, like, that guy was dumb as hell. And you probably look back at the 30-year-old and go, that dude was a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, I always I reflect on myself. It's like, man, you were dumb. 18, 19, 20, 21. All these years, what were you doing?
Yeah.
Partying, drinking, being stupid.
Yeah, that's not the answer.
Things that right now I just laugh at it. I don't even go out like that no more.
Yeah. You guys go out and drink, party, anything?
I do. Yeah. I mean, I do like to still go and have a drink and just, you know, chill out. But like, I'm the first one to go home, you know, like, and then like everyone else is out there, like still doing their thing. But, you know, it's nice to know that I got to go. I want to be the first one to go home, and it's my choice too.
Yeah.
But then I'm waking up early to go and, sell some cars. You know,
ironically enough, we got invited to.
But that's my only time, though, right?
Me and my wife, ironically enough, we got invited to a nightclub, and because this job kills you with so many hours, I'm over there yawning. I'm like yawning and yawning. I'm like, "You want to go home?" I know we just got. Is that okay? She goes, "Yes, I hate to see.
Yeah,
let's go."
Well, dude, like, what the hell are you gonna do at a nightclub when you got a wife? Like, you know, like.
Now I was partying. I was partying a couple of weeks ago. I went to Scotland for a friend's wedding, so that was fun. That was when I raged.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah,
different, you know. But this is random Saturday night, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys got any closing remarks? Anything else you guys want to chat about?
Oh man, we appreciate you having us for the Travis Auto Show, man.
Travis Auto Show.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like that. Maybe it said like your last name was like Otto, right?
Yeah, Otto.
Travis Otto, but I think we should do Travis Auto.
Oh,
Travis Auto Show. I mean, maybe so.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna start branding it as, you know.
Travis Auto Show. There we go.
I'll just
show.
Or I thought the TO show.
Some residuals off that, man.
Yeah,
some royalties. So.
And I guess for the people that are watching, definitely stay true to what you're doing. Always have a sense of believability to want to succeed and grow in anything that you're doing. So.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said,
stick with it.
That's another thing. I mean, like we talked about just now, I mean, making money is one thing, but like time, that's something that
I feel like your brain's thinking now over there.
No, yeah, I mean, it always.
You got it.
I sparked something. No, shit, time. I never thought about time.
Well, I mean, when you focus and locked in on one thing, but I think, but I'm 28, right? So like I'm trying to like pound it out. So like. Then
just think ROI, ROT.
Yeah, but like I own rentals and real estate and stuff. So like I know that I'm gonna be able to like just like give up one day and then be like, all right, I got 10, 15,000 coming in every month. Like so I'm good. I mean,
and only 28. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, so like that's the thing. Like I am being this, and I think 30 might be my mark to like really sit back and be like, hey, all right, what are we doing now? But it's like in my 20s, like I'm just now going to get a drink and like, because I'm trying to live as well,
Yeah.
But,
you want to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you got to enjoy yourself. But
okay.
But anyways, man, I mean, we got to run it back. Yeah. We got to run this back,
Let's do it.
So if anybody wants to, check with Chad, what's your social?
Right. Yeah. Come check with Chad, man. That's check with Chad. And I work at a Toyota store here in New Orleans.
So if they're not in New Orleans, should they still check with Chad?
They should still check with Chad because we want to sell cars, all over the country, man, all over the world. I want people in Europe hitting me up. I've had that happen before too. So come check with Chad, man.
What about you? You got what's your socials?
Just Gian Carlos.
Spell John like Jon.
Giancarlos.
Like
I know that's all. Yeah, Gian Carlos.
Gian.
Yeah.
Gian Carlos.
Yeah.
Just Gian Carlos. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Well, awesome, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on the show.
Thank you for having us.
For everybody listening out there, thank you guys for tuning in again, and we'll catch you on the next one.